As cases of COVID-19 resurface once again, the question everyone is asking is when can we achieve herd immunity? Herd immunity, also known as population immunity, is the indirect protection from an infectious disease that happens when a population is immune, either through vaccination or immunity developed through previous infection. Why is that 3 waves of the pandemic, close to 2.5 years of infections, high levels of seropositivity in India has not helped us achieve herd immunity? Even vaccinations have increased. India has started to vaccinate children also against COVID-19. But where is herd immunity and will we ever achieve it?
At the outset, herd immunity does not apply to COVID-19. I know it's a blunt statement, but I think we need to get that out of the way. As the pandemic broke, several narratives were launched, and some narratives caught on. Some caught on really fast. And if I were to list a few, the first was the chloroquine narrative. Remember that? Yeah, people thought chloroquine was going to work. Then someone said plasma is going to work. If you give someone who's recovered, you collect their plasma, give it to the patient. That became a phenomenon that was unstoppable, in spite of many of us saying both of these are useless. It took more than a year to disprove that, and almost 2 years for this practice to come to a halt.
Medical experts say that coronavirus mutates. Viruses mutate all the time to make themselves a successful variant of the original strain. This mutation gives them the advantage of previously attained immunity, herd or individual for the earlier strains or variants. The classic example of this case scenario is the common flu virus. It changes practically every season. This is why one needs to get vaccinated every single year if one wants to stay clear of the common flu. But has herd immunity been possible for any other infection or infections?
India has eliminated polio,
yes.
But with a lot of effort. This has come as the triumph of the effort of hundreds of thousands of people working from the grassroots level. Our ASHA workers who go from door to door talking with people, who climb hills and mountains, cross rivers, and talk with villagers, and getting people vaccinated with the polio vaccine. India has eliminated polio, which is a humongous task. It was considered impossible a few years ago.
Experts also say that like many false narratives, the narrative of herd immunity too was flawed. Remember, Britain had initially gone horribly wrong with its attempts to achieve herd immunity. This in the beginning of the pandemic.
They wanted a theory that was favorable and was doable, almost like a target sales achievement for a company. Like if you get this percentage, then you're done. It does not work like that for SARS-CoV-2 virus. But what it did do, even though the statement was wrong, the idea caught on, and people came forward believing that if a good number of people were vaccinated, they could get rid of the pandemic. The herd immunity concept was invalid, completely invalid.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.